topic. Richard Weitz, he is a senior fellow and director of the Center for Political Military Analysis at the Hudson Institute here in Washington. Welcome. Your impressions of the meeting?
I thought it went exceptionally well. It went much longer than I thought. They discussed all the important topics I would have asked about. They didn't skirt any issues. They seemed to have very good personal chemistry. I thought it went much better than you might have anticipated.
There are always going to be bumps along the way for when you have two major powers like this. What are those bumps, and how do you try and massage them?
Right. Historically, the relationship has often been held hostage to arms sales to Taiwan. There's been a standard practice that whenever the administration in power in Washington announces a major arms sale to Taiwan, China will immediately start cutting back on the military exchanges. Thus far, as we know, cross-strait relations has gone very well. The Obama administration has announced some arms sales, but nothing revolutionary, not the kind of the most serious systems that would have concerned the Chinese. So that seems to be going well, but at some point that might change. They might decide to actually offer something that would upset the Chinese more. Now, another periodic problem has been accidents, I would call them. So when the U.S. Accidentally bombed the Chinese embassy in Belgrade in the war in Kosovo, or when the U.S. and Chinese planes collided outside of China, really in the international seas, but then they crash landed in China. That was a major incident. And so something like that you could imagine easily happening, which is why we're having these kind of military dialogue to avert that, to have a better understanding of operating practices and so on.
What does inviting China to RIMPAC do? Does that help as well?
I think and China's accepting. Yes, I think it's definitely it's a first. They have not done that. It's a large exercise. It'll give a good opportunity for a bunch of countries to interact. It's kind of a coalition you'd want to put together if you had a humanitarian emergency, or if you were concerned about a major piracy threat or something in some regions. So I think it's a good step. It'll build better understanding between a series of navies and perhaps build the basis for actually concrete cooperation on specific security issues in the future.
I spoke to John Huntsman, the former ambassador to China, before the election here in the United States, and he was saying that the election was key. If Obama won, President Xi taking power, that it was a great time for the United States and China to hit the reset button, start over again. We saw great talks in Southern California between President Obama and President Xi. These seem to be going very well. Has the reset button been hit, and is this a new path, would you say, forward?
Well, certainly in the military relationship, you could say that. The military relationship has traditionally lagged behind the diplomatic relationship. And that, it's clearly in terms, if you're just thinking in terms of exchanges and activities, is much better than it's been in the past. And clearly there's been a lot of progress in that. The trade, economic issues have also gone pretty well, primarily because China is, for its own reason, its economy is slowing down and is trying to undertake some reforms. There are still, though, potential blow-ups, as I said, over Taiwan, but now particularly over North Korea. You could think of a lot of scenarios where they come to clash over Korea, as well as cooperate. And I think that will be a major indicator of where we're going to go in the future.
Richard Weitz, thank you for your insights. Appreciate it.